there. My name's Randall. We're out here birding today, and looking to be a great day.
Hey there, I'm Ezekiel, and I'm out here birding today, trying to find some rare species.
Oh! It looks like we got a marbled murrelet!
Out there, whoa! Whoa! What's a marbled murrelet?
Well, I think a marbled murrelet is a water bird that forages out really far distances at sea, and it can only be found out there while eating.
Oh yeah, the marbled murrelet. They feed on sand lace, I think herring, and other school fish. That's pretty cool.
But how?
They fly from above, see where the fish are at, and dive deep and grab them.
Hello everybody, that was Randy and Ezekiel, but this is your classmate Joe. Now, as we gaze upon the ocean, we're going to talk about the marbled murrelet and its many adaptations. First of all, the marbled murrelet likes to forage in pairs. Also, the marbled murrelet has counter-shading plumage. This plumage is great for hiding from predators and predating on prey. Now, the plumage is dark on the top and white on the bottom. The marbled murrelet also has a fusiform body shape, which allows the marbled murrelet to dive up to 50 meters.
Hey guys, this is Dennis. I had to take over the camera because Joe's going to run into the ocean. He's going to do a little demonstration because, as humans, we have a very difficult time in the ocean. But this is not the case for the marbled murrelet. As Joe mentioned, they can dive 50 meters. And that's because of their highly adapted wings that make them incredible swimmers. Another thing that our friends Ezekiel said is that they eat sand lace, herring, and other school fish. Another very important part of their diet is invertebrates, and they have been seen feeding in freshwater bodies as well as saltwater. In the wintertime, they can be found in near-shore habitat, as well as sheltered lagoons and sometimes even inland lakes. However, they mostly forage deep out in sea, and they have been seen as far as 1.4 kilometers offshore. Here we can see some excellent invertebrate foraging habitat. These are aquatic sand fleas that Joe and I found on the northern end of Big Lagoon. These brackish waters harbor so many different varieties of fish and invertebrates at this time of year. All excellent foraging opportunities for things like the marbled murrelet.
Here we are at Big Lagoon, overlooking the brackish water all the way to the ocean. Now, this is a good example of how important it is to bring good binoculars. As you can see, Joe and Dennis overlooking the ocean, pretty far away. Scanning for birds, see what's out there. Oh, looks like Dennis might have spotted something. Joe's trying to figure out where it is. Just over there. Looks like Joe sees it. Oh, they got it. I wonder if it is a marbled murrelet.
But remember, if it's a marbled murrelet, it lives inland. As we're driving along the 101, we're reminded of all of the compounding acts that really negatively affect a species such as the marbled murrelet. The most detrimental thing that has really happened to this species is logging and deforestation of old growth. As human populations have grown, forest fragmentation has continued to an alarming rate. The loss of old-growth forest is immense. According to one estimate, stands of century-old forests now only account for 7% of forest cover within the United States and the Pacific Northwest. The extent of the Marbled Murrelet Range is approximately the range of old-growth forest, from California up to Alaska, wherever they can find the largest trees that are suitable habitat for nesting.
Here we have an old-growth redwood, which is one of the marbled murrelet's favorite nesting trees. The marbled murrelet likes this tree because of its gnarl branching, which is great for collecting moss and other types of soil, which makes it really easy to create a nest in. As one moves further north up the Pacific Northwest, outside of California, one runs out of redwood habitat and finds a lot more Sitka spruce as the dominant tree utilized. This tree is a prime example of a Sitka that might be used.
Marbled murrelets have lived side by side with many mammals and birds in these old forests for thousands of years. In recent years, a particular bird species, the Steller's jay, has become a serious problem for the marbled murrelet, particularly for the marbled murrelet eggs and nestlings.
Here we have a trained professional rigging up an old-growth redwood tree to climb up and try and find some marbled murrelet nesting habitat.
This is the nest of a marbled murrelet. It doesn't look like much. It's just a little bit of moss and soil perched on a branch at about 65 meters up in the redwood canopy. This tree is in the heart of Humboldt County, and right now, if we're lucky, in about 25 minutes, we're going to get a marbled murrelet flying in to nest right here. So we've been in this tree for about an hour, and so far no marbled murrelet has shown up to this nest. We've decided that we're going to give it some space and go down. Hopefully it'll show up. However, we have noticed that there are a whole bunch of corvids in the area, and that could mean that this marbled murrelet has abandoned this nest because of the bullying relentlessly from the corvids. We want to thank you for coming on this journey with us to learn about the marbled murrelet. And we hope that you take part to conserve this species and our wild lands.